Kira is low. Kira's down, but the core is low as well. That's Urel to fall. Danny's still working, 12%. There's Greymane, there's Brightwing, and the core is saved at 10% health. Red, oh my gosh, Red is tearing through the members of Bronze 6. Somehow Ferret's gonna survive. Alright, hello and welcome back to the Nexus Gaming Series. I am the Crushinator, and tonight we have a Division D East matchup for you. Just double checking. Okay, cool. All my audio was screwy. There was an update. There was an update to Stream Deck. The Windows update came through and ruined all my routing. So I've got my eyes glued over here making sure everything's okay. But I think it's all good. Welcome, everyone. Congratulations on making it to tonight's matchup. Bananumnumns is taking on Hot's Dads in this D East matchup. I'll let them know that I'm ready to go so they can start at their leisure. I think it's all good. Except why is that going to system? It's almost all good. It's so close to being all good. You go there. Now we have to fix it. Oh. One day. Go to there, go to there. Go to music. Oh, I got wrong people joining the lobby. Sorry about this, I just want to fix up the music while I have a second. There we go. Think that's good. So if I go like this, there we go, much better. Yeah. I had one of the Storm teams come in and join off me. I think they thought I was casting Storm tonight. Alright, the music's going to the music route. Hopefully that all is fine. While we have a moment, let's go to the map select. See what the map setup is for tonight. As I bring it up for myself here. Infernal Shrines, Braxis Holdout, Dragonshire, and Garden of Terror were the map bans today. And we're going to be going to Volskaya Foundry first, courtesy of Bananumnumns. Once they are all set to go, we will pile on in. Just waiting on one more team to be ready, and then we'll start. Well, we have a second. Excellent, excellent. Not a map teams like to go to an awful lot. We'll see if anyone's got the fringe strats, if they've got everything figured out here for Volskaya Foundry. I want to see some Zul'jin. That's what I want to see. Give me that Zul'jin. I told them that they have to play Artanis today. We'll see if they listen to me. I don't know if they're going to listen. I told them they could either give the people what they want or subvert expectations. So either way, as a viewer, you can be pleased with the outcome, whether you're a contrarian or no. As we open up with a Stukov ban here from Hot's Dads. Johanna. Going to be the banner from Bananumnumns. It's going to be weird to try to say Bananumnumns instead of Bananumnumns. But there is only one set of Nas before the Numnums. So it's Bananumnumns. At this point in the season, the bans are going to be heavily researched by these teams. There's about at least 6 matches under their belts, if not more, from flex matches. There's quite a bit of data available, as we see Lucio banned away here by Hotstads. Targeting that healer pool, as it were. See if Bananumnumns wants to keep banning out those tanks, or if they've got something else they are wanting to eliminate here. Well, Sky Foundry, area control is a big one, but they're going to ban away a 3rd healer here. Anduin taken away. So Eliel, right off the top, is going to grab up that Rhaegar, powerful healer with a cleanse. Just making sure they don't get locked out of a good option later. Aye, gonna go ahead and lock the Hogger here. Hogger always a powerhouse. Not a lot of great bounce angles on Volskaya Foundry, but honestly, the Hogger doesn't really need that to be successful. Hogger's just amazing all the time. And there's the other healer, Code Monkey, rocking that Brightwing. Despite all those bans, both teams getting pretty powerful healers here. Hotstads looking at what they want to pair along with this Rhaegar. King going for the Blaze. Classic counter matchup to the Hogger. And Rat-based Toad. Rat Bass? I'm going to guess Rat Bass Toad. Is going to go for the Junkrat. Very meta picks here. I was usually when we get down to, Division D, that sort of area, we tend to see a little bit more personal favoritism in heroes. It's not always taking what's at the top of the tier, top of the meta list. People tend to have favorites. People tend to have, things they run despite what the data might say, despite what, a front page of Heroes profile might say. But honestly, based on what I'm looking at here, this could easily be a Storm Division draft. This is totally what Storm Division teams would be picking here. So I'm interested to see whether it's going to be like that all the way down, or if we do get a little bit of a deviation as we get into the latter half of this draft. Tychus and Vala taken away here, 2 premier assassins. I do like the Tychus ban here from Bananumnumns, as Hogger has a really tough time into Tychus, in my opinion. And Vala scales super well into the late game, and Volskaya Foundry almost always goes into the super late game. Bananumnumns looking for their next 2 picks here. Gonna grab up Diablo Sylvanas, Mr. Damo Suzuki on the tank, and Maverick playing the main assassin here. Gonna leave reticles on the flex. So last 2 here. No Diablo to pair along with the Blaze. But you could go with something like an Anubarak or a Varian if you want to do a sort of double charging frontline. There's the Anubarak here from Bird Flu. Cue Ball on the last pick here for Hotstads. Goes for the Jaina. So a lot of upfront damage between Jaina and Junkrat to help follow up the quick engage of Anubarak. I like the game plan here from Hotstads. Very understandable draft. Last pick here for Breticles on Bananumnumns. See if there's going to be anything out of the ordinary on this last pick. Going for the Falstad. Falstad does have to watch out for those Junkrat traps, but with the barrel roll, should hopefully be able to get away from that big Jaina burst damage. Although once level 16 comes around, Falstad has to watch out for that Jaina rooting talent, where Falstad will have to be... might have been able to step up before, but definitely has to watch out post 16. Let's do it. Game number 1 on the left and the blue. We've got Bananumnumns. Maverick on the Sylvanas. Aye on Hogger. Code Monkey playing Brightwing. Mr. Damo Suzuki on the Diablo. And we've got Breticles on Falstad. On the right and the red, it is Hotstads. Eliel on the Rhaegar. Cue Ball playing Jaina. King on the Blaze. Rat Bass Toad on the Junkrat. And Bird Flu is playing the Anubarak.
Let the battle begin.
Chat's calling for a fly from Falstad. Falstad was lagging behind for a second, but then is just going to walk it on up. Stacks was chosen here by Falstad, going for the Hammerang Stacks. Hogger going for the Journeyman Cooking, looking to stack up that easy throw dynamite. And Jaina going to be looking for the regen globes for a little extra mana throughout this game. Goon with a dad joke. What's the difference between an apple and an orange? Neither of them can drive. That's, I don't know about that one there, Goon. I think you might have messed that one up, buddy. I mean, it's the truth, but it's not a difference. You've been given one dad demerit point. It'll come off your record in 4 months, given good behavior. Checking in on our bottom lane matchup, Blaze and Hogger here. Hogger taking a little bit of a beating, but of course can regen with that trait. Ooh, Reticle's up in the top lane having some trouble. Will go down there. I thought it was just a friendly movement between lanes, but it will be first blood going over to Hotstads. How are they similar? Oh, it was all in the side of the active. Really a nice pickup there onto Aib, who was able to sidestep forward just a little bit to avoid that concussion mine. Nearly another kill there for Hotstads. So it looks like our turrets are up here. You see Hotstads working on that right side turret. Where it looks like Bananumnumns is getting their siege camp up and rolling to prepare for our first objective phase. A little bit of an experience lead here for Hotstads with that hero kill and that mercenary capture. See if anyone's going to try to rip this heal camp here on the top side. It's a little bit gutsy in a 5v5 situation, but not unheard of. Nubract keeping an eye on that top side as Alile and Q-Ball going to get the counter siege camp in the top lane here for Hotstads. No one's taken this camp just yet, but the ping does go out. We're going to see Bananumnumns converge on this one. As our first control point is getting ready to unlock here. Both teams pretty even on their way to level 7. Slightly ahead here is Hotstads. It will be Bananumnumns that picks up the... Oh, they actually get contested there. Bird Flu jumps on for a second, but there goes the timer in favor of the blue team. Hogger in the top lane has to clear away this camp, so we are going to see a move here onto the edge. Demo Suzuki putting Alile in the corner there. But, I think there was a totem down to draw the fire of that cannon. Bit of connection here from Blaze, but Reticles with that barrel roll shield gets away with basically full health there. Level 7s are in for both sides. As now we're going to see Bananumnumns move up onto the point with all 5 here. Hotstads getting away and clearing the mid for now. Looks like Junkrat's going to go and clear that top lane. They do have a little bit of time here, only 15 seconds on the objective channel for the blue side. Hogger thinking about leaking up to that top lane is going to move on out as Ratbastode comes on down. Looks like I'm getting a little bit of jittering, but it's not from the internet. So hopefully that cuts it out soon. Falstad able to get away there as Demo Suzuki going to be engaged onto by Hotstads. Code Monkey in the back trying to phase shift away. Rhaegar is actually going to be the one to go down first as Brightwing does escape there. Maverick taking some damage. King going to connect onto one. Falstad taken out in lane. King in big trouble. Blaze is going to go down. Birdflu trying to move it on back here. Does do so with that shield movement speed. A little bit of anti-synergy there between the concussion mine and the blizzard, but I think everyone was getting out either way. Got a 2-for-1 there. Blaze and Rhaegar on the way back. Falstad going to be flying into the action here. As Q-Ball trying to trade out with Maverick, Sylvanas getting the better of that one. Birdflu pushed into the mix here, does not have anything to move away besides that movement speed, and it is not enough, but Sylvanas goes down in trade 1-for-1 once again as overtime is triggered. Jaina putting a lot of blizzard damage onto the members of Bananumnumns. That is going to be Jaina going down next as Diablo finishes up that Souls quest. Ratbast, Toad, and Alile managed to get away there in a serious bloodbath over Control Point A. But the Protector ultimately does go over to Bananumnumns. We'll start off here in the mid lane, looking to work this tower down. Tens are about to be here. Oh, Code Monkey with a very nice polymorph there onto King before the stun could connect there in the back line. Mid wall going to be taken down. Looks like the Protector going to be marched up top for a couple seconds here. Tens are in for Bananumnumns. We've got the Mighty Gust, Shockwave, and Blink Heal so far. Diablo and Sylvanas still thinking about what they want to pick as the Protector expires. We're going to see Diablo put away into the cocoon there. Ratbast Toad is setting up the concussion mine, going to knock Diablo into tower range. Nice engage there from Anubarak. Big gust, though, from Breticles is going to get Diablo back to safety. Mind control picked up by Sylvanas in the midst there. Diablo's still holding that talent for now, as the things got quite exciting there in the top lane. For the side of hot stats, we've got the Riptire, Bunker, Cocoon, Ancestral Healing, and Jaina still trying to hold that talent. Lightning Breath ultimately going to be the choice here for Diablo. We'll see what Jaina ends up picking up. Looks like it is going to be the Ring of Frost. Big combo potential here for the side of hot stats. Turrets are up here. Both teams going ahead and picking up their own before moving on into the mid lane. Engage here onto Hogger in the mid, but no damage in range. Mr. Damo Suzuki going to move in onto King, who... Weird. I think the Overpower connected, because there was a cleanse in the middle of that Overpower, but I think Overpower goes off as long as the first part of the animation hits. You can't cleanse them out of the grip. So I'm pretty sure that's what we saw there. Birdflu looking for Breticles on the low side, barely missing with that Burrow Charge engage. So both teams hanging around the mid here, thinking about a possible fight. Bananumnumns is ahead on the experience on the path to level 13. Birdflu is going to catch there. Ratbast Toad could be in a spot of trouble. Gets chased there. Ring of Frost will connect. And it did not connect onto IE. Q-Ball managing to get away there just barely. I thought that was Hogger hit, but I think the Unstoppable was activated just in time there. Birdflu looking for another engage as the concussion mine is in position. Oh, Hogger going straight into the back there, going to be stunned by King. There's the Adrenaline Rush as well. Hogger trying to get on out of there. Crossfire does not connect as Birdflu is now pushed in by the Mighty Gust. Nice Lightning Breath combo. That is going to be Anubarak going down here. Big scuffle in the mid. Another kill goes over to Bananumnumns. Blaze has retreated to the bottom lane, getting 13s here for hot stats. So they are about 5 seconds still without Anubarak. Control point B is unlocking now. Reticles here right on time to start the objective for Bananumnumns. Anubarak on the way, but not here just yet. Ratbast Toad is just setting up these traps. These aren't moving traps here. We've gone for more of a grenade-focused build with the Ripper Air here for Junkrat. (14 versus 13) as the contest is starting to move forward. That's a turret down. here for Bananumnumns. Hogger is put into the cocoon. As now we've got a big ring engage. Falstad going to be going down as well as a soul reset for Diablo. Great ults, great engage there for Hotstads. That's going to give them control of the point for now. Anubrak putting away Hogger there to set up that engage. Now the Protector is moving on over to the red side. Falstad still down for 10, but Diablo back on the field here, resurrecting with 25 souls. I believe Falstad should have fly, so they might be able to move in for another contest if they'd like. See Hogger trying to bounce their way up from the bottom lane here to meet the team. Falstad is flying on in here. They've got to move in quickly. Mr. Damo Suzuki starting to move forward. Already at 76% though. Cue Ball could be in trouble. Caught out of position there, and Jaina goes down before the Ancestral could connect. Could be a big engage here for Bananumnumns, but 3 are going to get stunned there by King. Here comes the Riptire into the back, putting big damage onto the back line of Bananumnumns. Hotstads starting to turn this around even without Jaina. King going into that back line. Oh, Lyle may have gone too deep. Mr. Damo Suzuki moving in for the chase, but Rhaegar a little bit too swift there. Breticles pushing 2 into the back line. That's going to be a bunker, quickly roasted away by Diablo. Huge stun there as Diablo trades out for Rhaegar and Blaze. Sylvanas goes down as well. Another bloodbath on this point, as now Bird Flu is a little bit isolated here. Going back in there, trying to re-engage. That is the only way out, though, for Anubarak, and that is going to be one dead bug. Bananumnumns once again able to hang on and pick up another Protector here. (16 versus 16), 9 kills to 7 here. The Protector trying to take down this top structure will lose most of its life doing so, but should be able to take it down. Everyone back onto the battlefield now. Punisher going to get a round of abilities off there before being expired. Walk away there, not get engaged onto. IE going to be caught there. Ring of Frost lands onto 2. There it is. There's the cleanse, though, from Code Monkey. Falstad put into the cocoon here. Does Falstad have a way out? Riptire is going to connect. Breticles, not much chance at all, but can they get the counter kill possibly onto Bird Flu? King with a great stun onto 2, as Bird Flu just keeps on engaging, knowing that Rhaegar had the heal for the save. Nice job capitalizing there by Hotstads, as the Protector stayed there for just a bit too long. With their player advantage, they're going to go ahead and pick themselves up a heal camp here in the mid. Pretty even on kills, pretty even on experience here for Volskaya Foundry, but Bananumnumns is ahead on structures right now. Bird Flu starting to come across here. Mr. Domo Suzuki going to get this engage. Bird Flu going to use that terrain to get away, though. Maverick nearly soloed there by Cue Ball. Wow. What did Jaina pick up? Yeah, the Numbing Blast is now out here for Jaina. So that makes Cue Ball a lot more deadly on these engages. Bird Flu trying to come in for this steal. King gets the stun onto IE. Shockwave comes out, but will not be enough for the save. That is the camp stolen. Mr. Damo Suzuki is being chased out of there. Ring of Frost not going to connect the conveyor belt, ushering Diablo away. That is a big cooldown taken down. Actually, honestly, not that big. What is that, 65 seconds? 70 seconds. Man, it's been a while. I thought that was a much longer cooldown. Maverick able to just barely get out of trouble there, looking for a fadeaway mind control. Didn't quite land. I remember it was some semi-recent patch they changed Ring of Frost. I didn't realize the cooldown was that low, though. Breticles thinking about scouting there. Oh, Bird Flu getting the stun. Follow-up is good from King. Breticles taking a little bit more than they could chew there on the scout. And Falstad goes down even after committing the gust. Hotstad starting to strike back here, have caught up in experience. Junkrat's helping catch up this top lane, and they're getting prepared for the next objective phase. Nubrak helping out this top lane for a moment. Is Brightwing going to help on this defense? Here comes Jaina, though. Always got to watch out for that numbing blast. Engage into the back from Bird Flu. Does not land. IE is going to hit that shockwave. Cue Ball in some big trouble there. Is going to receive the Ancestral Healing. Alile, ooh! Barely gets out of trouble there. I had to use the Ancestral on Jaina. But it looks like the heal totem will be enough to survive. Bird Flu trying to peel here for Cue Ball. Hogger doing a pretty good job on this defense, but still, this siege camp is taking away this structure pretty effectively. Down in the bottom lane, Mr. Damo Suzuki is picking up the objective here for Bananumnumns. Bird Flu trying to come across. They really want this structure down. That will be a kill. There's a turnaround onto Hogger. Unstoppable is going to bounce sort of in place here. Hogger trying to get out of there. Big stun onto Jaina. No kill to be had. 55% on the objective now for Bananumnumns, but they feel that the members of Hotstads are on their way. They're going to look for Maverick in front of the gate. There's the root, but a nice cleanse there from Code Monkey. Gust into the backline is going to force an ice block there from Jaina. Still, the root is going to hit onto multiple members, though. Jaina gets the traded out here for Falstad, but now Brightwing is down. Mr. Damo Suzuki trying to get away there, i.e. barely sidestepping the jet propulsion. 2 for 1 here. 4 Hotstads. Uh-oh. Bird Flu moving in there with the stun. Ratbaz Toad going straight into tower range there. Mr. Damo Suzuki going to flip him back. That is going to be a Ancestral to save the Junkrat. Wow. Junkrat showing no mercy there at all, using the Ripper Air to go clear across the map to look for that kill. Up in the top lane, we've got a bit of a lane collapse going on here. Objective is now being channeled for Hotstads. Both teams have their 20s, both teams have all of their keeps, so there's not necessarily a way for either team to just surge on into the base. But we'll see how much this Protector can do once it is channeled. I know, Ektar. I told them that they should pick Artanis, but they've chosen to not listen to the weird caster man. Can you believe it? Can you believe they're going to play their competitive game plan instead of listening to the request I gave them 40 minutes prior to the match? King watching out here in the mid as 4 members of Bananumnumns looking to lock up this fort, and they will do so. Protector is ready, though. It's going to be marching down the bottom lane as 4 members move back for the defense here on Hotstads. Damo Suzuki going way in there as Bird Flu going for the counter engage onto Maverick. Neither one of them really connected there, as now we've got a Hellgate engage, not going to land. Reticles pushing 3 away as they're trying to isolate King. That is a nice flip there onto Blaze and an extra kill. Ring is going to land onto 1. Cue Ball being worked down there by Breticles. Last hit there from Sylvanas. 2 more kills for Bananumnumns. Protector in the bottom lane only has 1 member in it right now, but it is unchecked. Bananumnumns staying as 5, pushing through this mid lane. Nubrak is going to be hit with that Ancestral. His bottom keep on the side of Bananumnumns is going to fall here in just a moment. Got ourselves a keep race. First keep going down, second keep will almost certainly be falling. 1 for 1 here. The Protector is now starting to back up. Junkrat going to try to walk it back to safety. Damo Suzuki coming from the south side there. Bird Flu trying to move away. Mind Control lands onto Rhaegar. Nice job staying at a distance, though. Looks like top keep is going to be taken out here by Bananumnumns. They've got a camp and a catapult. That will be a kill. Shockwave landing onto Rhaegar. As the no control comes on out here from Hogger. Alile trying to get away here. Anubarak is going to go down as well as Hogger. Alile manages to survive. Just barely. What a bloodbath here. 13 kills to 13. All of a sudden, Bananumnumns has taken down 5 structures. Only 2 keeps remaining for them as the Protector finished off 2 structures as well. This is going to come down to one big team fight here. I thought this one might be a longer affair given the structure situation not 3 minutes ago, but all of a sudden the map is wide open for both sides. Possible confrontation on this turret camp as King and crew are looking to come across. They're going to find everyone is here. No Anubarak, no Hogger. King is going to move in. There's going to be an engage. Mind control coming out onto Blaze. Mighty Gust, though, is going to be a much bigger counter, and that is a nice pickup there for Bananumnumns. They get the camp XP, they get the turret, and they get the kill. So, stuck lane clearing is Hotstads. Picking up all the rest of the camps here is Bananumnumns. Hogger getting this cleared with no problem. Another turret taken as well. See 2 members stepping up here in the bottom lane, moving towards the last standing structure of Hotstads. Gotta be careful. This is a 4v5 defense for Hotstads. They can't step up too much, as Diablo has a very lengthy engage. Catapult's starting to creep up here, but being mostly cleared out by Junkrat. Oh, Mind Control is going to land onto one. There is a cleanse, but it is not enough. Still a trade here, though. Junkrat goes down for Sylvanas. Damo Suzuki is caught in range. The Gust coming out too late there. That is going to be a soul reset onto Diablo. So we've got a 4v4 situation right now. Diablo on the way back, significantly weaker than just a moment ago. Control point A getting ready to unlock once again here as Alile is going in, trying to find reticles. King stuns onto 3, but without Junkrat, that's a lot of their damage gone. Q-Ball was not in the area either. So Blaze forced to get out of there. Oh, reticles has to be cleansed there by Code Monkey. This Q-Ball was going for the huge elimination. Right now, Hotstad's being put on the back foot. Bananumnumns is going to start the channel on this objective number 4. Meanwhile, in the top lane, these catapults nearly chunking away the shielding here, but it does hold. Junkrat and Sylvanas are back. Hotstad's just trying to clear away these catapults before moving onto the point. Catapults will be stacking in the top lane soon, though, so they have to be careful. Time is on the side of Bananumnumns right now. On the low side, we got a big engage here. Ring of Frost comes out. That is going to be a catch onto the Brightwing, but Jaina goes down as well to the no control from Aimi. They're looking for Damo Suzuki. Great stun there from the Diablo. Or from the Blaze, I should say, onto Diablo. They're looking for Hogger next, but Hogger is full health here. Possible counter engage coming on through. Blaze puts out the bunker. Ratbass Toad has to watch out for Breticles. There's the chase from Falstad. Everyone's so low here. Somehow Junkrat staying alive. King is going to be going down here, though. There goes Maverick. Junkrat and Falstad still alive. Neither one of them wanting to commit to an engaged here. Junkrat able to get away. Breticles does live. Wow. Only 2 members up for each side right now. This Hogger is coming across, not going to find the Ripper Air Junkrat, though. Hogger able to get away from Bird Flu there for the most part. We've got a pretty heavy protector being channeled here by Brightwing and Falstad. Can Hotstads come across for this? Bird Flu being chased away. They know they have to move in now. It's 85%. Cue Ball wants to go in but can't go in alone. 96, 97, and they're not going to get here in time. That is a big-time protector going over to Bananumnumns. We're at 25 minutes here. IE is engaged onto. Gets some shielding there and moves away. Blaze is back trying to stop the catapults from stacking in the top lane as here comes the protector for Bananumnumns. Hotstads are going to have to put up a miracle defense here. It's moving into the core. Bird Flu is stunning out the rest of the team from coming on in. Code Monkey and Demo Suzuki forced to back up. Protector's already at half here, but the core shielding is gone. Down to 80%. They're looking to get this down 70% and falling. Maverick is going to hit the mind control as they can't get in range of the core. 48%. And now they get the kill onto Hogger. Core is saved at 48%. They're looking for more. Falstad goes down. That's Brightwing falling. Demo Suzuki goes down next. Hotstads with the quad kill. They've got catapults on the core in the bottom lane. They are stacked up. Can they move across and win this game? They've got 45 seconds to do so. And with Junkrat holding off these catapults, I think they can go on through and win this game number 1. Great job by Hotstads for cutting off any support for that protector. And now they're about to move through and take this win. Sylvanas going to be put into the cocoon here as the catapult trying to defend this core. Unbelievable stuff. Hotstads with a major save come across the map. They're going to finish this up and take game number 1. What a back and forth here on Volskaya Foundry. GG. Solid stuff there. Bananumnumns looked like they had that one in the bag, but they couldn't get the engage they wanted, and they couldn't get that core down fast enough. Hotstads pouncing on that protector explosion, take the quadra kill, and take the map. Nicely played by them. Let's go to the post-game. See what the stats can tell us here. Aye, on the Hogger, top siege, top hero damage, top everything. There for Bananumnumns, very nicely played there. Over on the side of Hotstads, it was Ratbass Toad with the top siege and hero damage. Nice work all around. Good stuff. We'll take a look at the talents. We'll get ourselves prepared for game number 2. Alrighty. In case you're just joining us and you want to see what's going on with this map situation. Battlefield of Eternity is going to be our map number 2 as chosen by Hotstads. Bananumnumns opting for the first pick. See if that does them well on this map. So it looks like the teams are starting to ready up, and we'll jump into this draft in just a moment. Which hero do you want to be in this draft, chat? Say Artanis right now. Say it now! Let's go to the draft. All right. Draft number 2, Battlefield of Eternity. We had some big-time brawling on Volskaya Foundry, and when I think of big-time brawl maps, I think of Battlefield of Eternity. So I expect no less bloodshed between these two squads. Or maybe they play macro, I have no idea. There were bans onto Lucio and Anduin, which are our two big save healers in terms of getting people out of trouble. We'll see if that trend continues here. Joanna once again coming in first ban here for Bananumnumns. Sticking to the game plan. As is Hotstads with their Stukov ban. Oh. Check your posture, chat. Oh, there we go. Always check that posture. Because it's probably not good. Another Anduin band here from Bananumnumns. If it's a Lucio band, then we're running it all the way back. See if Hotstads wants to tempt them with the Lucio pick to get a nice double pick of their own. What will it be? If you ban Artanis, I swear to goodness. Better not do it. Ooh, a Rhaegar ban. A little bit of a switcheroo there from Hotstads. They are going to dangle that Lucio out there. See if they bite. No, Maverick is going to go for the Vala. Consistent power pick here on Battlefield of Eternity. Still plenty of options available, of course, for immortal damage. We'll see if that's going to be a priority here for Hotstads. Maybe they want the Lucio that they left out. King going back to the Blaze did put on quite a performance there in game number 1 with those follow-up engages. There it is, Alile happy to grab the Cyber Demon DJ. Bananumnumns taking the Hogger once again. If it ain't broke, don't fix it. Despite losing that game number 1, I don't think there's anything wrong with that draft. I think you can run Hogger again, no problem. Code Monkey, happy to snap up that Brightwing. Looks like we got some comfort picks coming on through here. Everyone just happy to stick with their heroes. Did we lose audio? I've got green bars. Hopefully you hear it. I've got dancing green bars over here. Maybe an F5 for you, Conflicted. Falstad the band here from Hotstads. Arson has no audio either. Can anyone hear me? Uh-oh. That is... I'm not sure why that would be the case. Rainer the next ban? Why would that have dropped? Doesn't make any sense.
Our world is worth fighting for.
May the next pick here for Bird Flu. Why do I have green bars? Why would it all of a sudden stop working? Chat, you gotta help me out here, buds. Ratbass Toad going for the Li Ming. I have no indication on my end that there would be an audio issue. Is something wrong with Twitch? The bitrate looks weird. On Twitch's end. Why is it doing that? Mephisto Mal'Ganis here for Reticles and Mr. Damo Suzuki. No, the bitrate looks okay. Chat, let me know if you can hear me. Oh dear. Okay, I'll try to reset. I think Twitch might have borked, because everything seems fine for me. Zul'jin here for Q-Ball 162. Well, we'll see if my recording held up afterwards, but for now, let's go back to me. All right, yeah, chat, let me know if you hear me. Maybe Twitch went funny, but yeah, we're here for game number 2. On the left in the blue, we've got Bananumnumns. Mr. Damo Suzuki's on Mal'Ganis. Maverick playing Vala. Breticles on the Mephisto. Code Monkey on Brightwing. IE on Hogger. Right in the red, Hotstads. Bird Flu on May. Alile on the Lucio. Ratbass Toad on the Li Ming. Cue ball on Zueljin, and it is king on Blaze. You've got audio. I think Twitch might have exploded because my OBS looked totally 100% fine, but I'm glad it's working now as we have it engaged here onto the mid. Birdflu taking quite a bit of damage there. One thing Mal'Ganis is really good at is taking those short brawls. So that's going to be something that Mr. Damo Suzuki wants to move in, expend those resources, then get out of there with that Night Rush. Checking in on our top lane here. Ai and King will continue their trade as the fights will just not stop down here in the bottom lane. I always try to highlight the offlaners a little bit in the early game, you know, just give them their time on the camera. But when the 4v4 just clashes onwards and upwards all the time, it's tough to keep that camera off. Alright, is everyone cool? Nope, keep throwing abilities. There's an engage there as Cue Ball taking a big hit from Mephisto. Maverick in a spot of trouble there, gonna have to be saved by Code Monkey. Checking in on our stacks here. 4 stacks here for Zueljin so far. Vala's got 5. Lucio getting stacked up on that party mix. As it looks like Bananumnumns going for the bottom camp. A little bit of a gutsy play, but Zueljin did break away here. So it is a 4v3 for now. Zueljin has snuck away the back way, going to be trying to get this camp down. See if anyone has scouted it out on the side of Bananumnumns. Looks like Hogger breaking away to do this camp, so definitely no one has picked up on Zueljin taking the top side. Shaman camp will be coming out for Bananumnumns. This top camp goes over to Hotstads. So we got the blue shaman pushing the bottom lane here. Li Ming and Zueljin looking to take down this right side camp. The Immortals getting ready to spawn on in. We're in north-south positions, and Bananumnumns is going to be first to the mark here. We're trying to take down this objective. Nice night rush there by Mr. Damo Suzuki. Auger was looking for a big stun combo. Cue Ball in some trouble there. That is Zueljin to go down. Mal'Ganis starting to walk away, but gets hit by that Immortal stun, so it'll be a 1-for-1 trade for our first bloods of the game. Ai trying to move away here as Lucio is harassing the exit. Belial continuing to chase here a little bit crazy, like Spreadicles moves forward, trying to get the last hit here onto Lucio. Belial able to get away. Li Ming not able to get away, though. The chasing, hungering arrow from Vala getting that kill. Already 3 kills here in the early game. As it's looking like Bananumnumns will take down this first objective phase. About 8,000 health left on the shield here, as the objective getting ready to move to the top lane. We'll see if Cue Ball can rack up a few more stacks here for Hotstads. Level 7s here for Bananumnumns. They do have this brief advantage as they look to take down this wall. Hotstads looking for an opening here on this defense. They've got the shielding gone on this Immortal. They're just cleaving away onto this structure, going to be taking it down to at least half here. Radical's moving in there with that lightning Nova damage. Bird Flu trying to catch up to Mr. Damo Suzuki, not quite going to get there. Night Rush slows down May for the meantime, and the fort does end up falling.
Thus ends my assault on hell.
Pretty successful first objective phase here for Bananumnumns. So we'll see what's part of the map they control. Looks like we've got a full 5v5 collapse here on the bottom side. No one up top just yet. Reticle's going to be caught there as Mr. Damo Suzuki gets the counter engage. Lyle taking a bit of a burst there as King moves in with the jet propulsion. And still no one in the top lane for either team. IE was trying to solo this camp while Hotstats was unaware, but they move on down and catch it. Still Lucio going to be the first to fall. They do trade out for Hogger. Camp goes over to Hotstats there. Mr. Damo Suzuki not done yet, trying to go in there. Taking a couple hits, but is healthy enough to walk away. Reticles warping under tower there, taking a few tower shots. Always got to watch out for that as Mephisto. Hogger and Blaze will finally head on up to the top lane to grab some of this XP. Blaze catching up this wave. Hogger going to grab this top camp in preparation for the Immortals spawning in. Should be no trouble taking that. Bananumnumns also lining up their Shaman camp here on the left side. Right side Shaman camp is a little bit behind there because the left camp was taken early by Bananumnumns in the first phase, I should say. Mephisto may have walked into the wrong neighborhood here. Reticle's in trouble. Gets bumped back there, trying to be saved by Code Monkey. Mephisto does walk away. Bananumnumns picking up their heroics. We've got the Blink Heal, Reign of Vengeance, Durance of Hate, Hortapult, and the Dark Conversion for Mal'Ganis. Durance of Fate not going to land there onto a Lyle. Mr. Damo Suzuki moving into the back. Bananumnumns way ahead on this Immortal burn. Mal'Ganis doing a great job of creating space there. Neutral positions once again as 10s are locked in by Hotstats. We've got Tazdingo, High Five, Disintegration Beam, Ice Wall, and Bunker. In the mix here is Mal'Ganis. Going to be stunned, though. Watching out for that Dark Conversion. Is going to connect onto Q-Ball, but still taking a ton of damage in that backline. Mal'Ganis trying to walk away here as King gets a quick stun onto 2. Zul'Jin trying to get the counter kill off of that Tazdingo. But does go down. Bananumnumns picking up the first kill here in this engage. Oh, huge engage onto Vala. Durance of Hate will not land. Bird Flu in some trouble here, trying to move on back. May gets into the bunker. And King moving into that backline once again here. Just huge trades in these fights. The bruisers are in everyone's backline. All the while, though, Bananumnumns is working down this Immortal. Big combo from Ratbass Toad. Mr. Damo Suzuki moving in there with the Night Rush onto 4, but oh, the cleave from Q-Ball picks up that kill. Reticle's trying to move away here. Alile not going to let it happen. Ratbass Toad locking in with that Disintegration Beam as well, but still a full shield Immortal to come on through for Bananumnumns. Top lane is starting to push with that catapult. As the Immortal does move on forward here. Mal'Ganis and Mephisto going to be a little bit behind the pace. Allowing a fairly quick clear. Blaze having to clean up that top lane. How you doing, Stanks? Hope you're having a good day. Looks like this fort is going to go down regardless here for Bananumnumns, taking their second structure of the game. That does pretty well limit the movements on the map available for Hotstats, so they're going to have to watch their angles of approach for the rest of this game. Turns of 8 onto 3. That is a huge Lightning Nova. Nice follow-up onto Ratbass Toad. Ice Wall landing onto Mephisto here. Has a great follow-up stun from King. There's the cleanse. Breticle's trying to move it on back here. Gonna warp away for now, but will not be enough. Code Monkey has the blink heal. As Maverick and Damo Suzuki try to ward away. Brightwing gonna go down. Maverick gonna be caught there. Nice ensnare. Vala is next to fall. Mr. Damo Suzuki gets behind the wall. Hotstats with a huge turnaround there and experience-wise. Getting big catch-up experience with those hero kills. IE a little bit behind here. We'll see if there's going to be a beeline for May to get here. Bird Flu just picks up some of that XP. So they're not going to discover Hogger on the top camp. King, ooh, is going to get there. They're going to say thank you very much. Camp goes over to Hotstats. Hogger. I don't know if Hogger could have got that camp if they'd stayed, but if they had stayed, you know, there's a chance you get taken out there. Good map sense from the Bananumnumns offlaner. Shaman camp's prepped for both teams here. Bird Flu mounted up, trying to move back to safety. Will be dismounted there by Maverick. Oh, catch onto 2 with the Rain of Vengeance, and all of a sudden a fight is broken out here. Durance of Hate onto 2. Breticles is shredding through the back line. Alile in trouble. Lucio goes down. Q-Ball hits the Taz Dingo, trying to trade with Mr. Damo Suzuki, who doesn't have a dark conversion target in the area. King connects with the stun. It's going to be a trade. Mal'Ganis onto Zul'jin. There goes Vala next as Breticles is shredding through King, but now is forced to move away here. Code Monkey with the blink heal. Breticles is somehow still alive. The Pixie Dust mitigating some of that damage to allow for the save. I'm not sure what the ultimate trade was there. We got 6 to 9 in hero kills. Very nice. Working on the objective here is both sides. Bananumnumns slightly ahead here with the clear.
I must find another way.
Mal'Ganis and Vala on the way back. Zul'jin has arrived as well. As we're back into north-south here, looks like it's going to be a race. We'll see who's got the goods right now. It looks like the burn from Vala is putting Bananumnumns ahead in this DPS race. And they will get themselves another Immortal. And it's going to push through the top lane. Now we got 5 on the bottom side. Are we looking at a split push here from Bananumnumns? They do have the 16 advantage. But it looks like they are committing to the split. Big flank action coming in through for Hotstats, though. Unstoppable from King. There's the bunker coming on out as the root from Durance of Hate does connect onto 2. Code Monkey trying to move away into the background as the bunker is expired. King in trouble, trying to move back. Mr. Damo Suzuki with a giant dark conversion. Heals back up to 75%. And somehow, with that engage, nobody went down. Zul'jin has broken away to try to clear out the Immortal. Doing so effectively, it would seem. This Bananumnum's trying to chip away at this keep, but it looks like they're running low on options here. Start to move away. So Hotstats saves both their keeps. Pretty important here at this point in the game to not be dealing with constant catapults. And we are on even talent tiers. That's about as much as they could hope for, given that point of attack from Bananumnumns. A solid defense. Looks like a move on to the top camp for both teams once again. Could we have ourselves another full-on team fight? There goes Breticles into the backline. Mr. Damo Suzuki trying to create some space here. Is going to be rooted on the way out. Durance of Hate lands onto 3 here as Breticles trying to get this hit. Gets Li Ming to fall. Ice Wall onto 2 here as the follow-up Blizzard will be the end of Vala. So many low health bars here as Lucio is trying to escort the members of Hotstats on back. Q-Ball trying to trade out here with IE. May is going to be the next to go down. Hogger trying to move away here. King wants the hit. Axe flies. That is going to be Zueljin traded out for Hogger. King is low, trying to move away here as Mr. Damo Suzuki is bumped back by Alile. There is the catch-up by Mephisto, and Blaze will go down. It's a 4 for 2 here for Bananumnumns. And the next Immortal getting ready to spawn is great timing for them. Got a camp push in the bottom lane. Catapult is a little bit trapped here. So it looks like the top keep will be taken down by this pressure. Maybe, kinda, sorta. Unless Li Ming just clears away the whole lane in one ability. Reticle's moving in there. Oh, has taken quite a few hits. Let's see if the catapult can finish this up. One more shot. Yeah, that'll be it. On the low side here, Alile is just trying to keep this camp away from the keep before Cue Ball. Oh, Cue Ball's moving away. Oh, that could be trouble. The catapult is now in range. That could be the keep going down here. Shaman camp picked up here by Bananumnumns as they move to the bottom side, and Snare goes out onto Hogger, who has to use the Hortipult to move away, but right into the May Blizzard. There is a huge Durance of Hate onto the back. Reticle's trying to clean them all up here as Lucio goes down. There goes Zueljin. King gets the counter kill onto the Brightwing, but Li Ming goes down in the back. Mal'Ganis is the next to fall here as the bunker saves 2. Maverick has to watch out for that charge from King as Birdflu barely gets out of there with less than 300 health. 3 for 2 here for Bananumnumns. As they get this keep down, they are now up 4 structures to 0 here. Camp's pushing in the bottom lane. Birdflu trying to clear those up. This is looking like it's going to be a full shield Immortal once again for Bananumnumns. Lanes are cleared out here, but they are pushed all the way in. Bottom lane is going to be where the next spawn is. IE getting a Shaman camp here to deny the experience. Level 20s are claimed. Bananumnumns is not full strength, though. They're starting to come up now, but they're all the way across the map. Fala and Mal'Ganis will be a little bit behind here. They've got a Shaman camp and a Catapult push in the top lane. This is going to be another tough defense here for Hotstads, but they have stepped up onto this Immortal for now. We're starting to take damage from both sides here as Breticles is hit by the Ensnare. Shielding is starting to go down here. IE on the top side just ferrying that wave in as the shielding is now gone. 85% onto the core. Objective still looking pretty healthy here. Durance of Fate on 2-3 as the core is falling too rapidly. Bananumnumns takes the game and is going to take us to a game number 3. GG. Solid performance there, start to finish. Bananumnumns looking like they had full control there on Battlefield of Eternity. Solid outcome there. Hotstads got the better of a few of those team fights, especially in the early going, but unfortunately just couldn't get any map pressure off the back of those fights. We'll see if they can bring it back in game number 3. Let's go to the post game. See what the stats can say here. Mephisto, Breticles there. For Bananumnumns, top hero damage 78,500 for the blue team. Cue Ball on the Zueljin, 56,000 hero damage for Hotstads. We'll take a look at the talents as we update the scoreboard and prepare for game number 3. Alrighty. To see that we are going to Cursed Hollow here for game number 3. Cursed Hollow. Sometimes it ends super quickly, sometimes it goes for days. The way these teams have been fighting has been a lot of back and forth trading. Sometimes the fight just comes out one-sided, and Cursed Hollow is a map with some pretty short lanes. Sometimes you can just run it through the bot and win. we'll see who's got the superior strats here on Cursed Hollow. Draft is up. Let's get in there. Here we are. Here we are. Cursed Hollow again. Hotstad's going to be first to act here. See if there's any major shifts in the plan. Cursed Hollow, you're thinking about globals, you're thinking about boss control. And if you're extra spicy, you're thinking about camp invades. Sometimes you can really throw off an opponent's rhythm if you just show up on their side of the map. And then they say something like, "What in tarnation?" And while they're saying that, they don't actually have time to click their buttons, and you take their stuff. Isn't that just the coolest strat? Rhaegar going to be the ban for Hotstads once again. Rhaegar was putting in that serious work. Game number 1. Johanna still off the board here. Bananumnumns still not going to let it happen. Johanna is a scary lady, despite not being present in Diablo 4. At least yet. Hotstad's considering their next ban here for Cursed. We'll see if there's any alteration in the plan. No Stukovs allowed. Consistency is key. Consistent key. No, I don't like that at all. I don't like that at all. Bananumnumns. Gonna take out the Junkrat this time. Okay. Junkrat is very good at safe boss control. An understandable priority ban here on Cursed Hollow. No globals banned away. We'll see what the control is going to be like on those. Falstad has come up so far in this match. We haven't seen a Dahaka yet. And Brightwing's been played quite a bit. Ratbass Toad is actually going to take away the Hogger here. Going to force IE onto something else. Now, Ratbass Toad has been playing ranged assassins thus far. So that could just be a little bit of a role swap for someone who's happier to play Hogger. It could be we're looking at a double Bruiser. We'll have to see how this Hotstad draft unfolds. Maverick going to the Vala once again. Mr. Damo Suzuki happy to go back into the Diablo. We did see a Tychus ban in game number 1. I wonder if that's going to be picked up here by Hotstads. As Lyle goes for the Anduin. I feel like Tychus would be good. Yeah, King is going to lock in that Tychus. It's kind of a double whammy. It means the opponent can't take Tychus into your Hogger, and now you've got Tychus into their Diablo. I think without a pick there, it'd almost certainly have to be banned. Still good power picks for both sides in the opening salvo, though. Whenever I see Anduin, I think Genji might be on the table, but I'm not sure if there's any Genji players in this lobby. We'll have to see if that's a possibility here from Hotstads. As Stitch is going to be banned, Stitch's Anduin is definitely a strong combo as well. So nicely spotted there by Bananumnumns. Hotstads thinking about what they might want to remove. Thinking Falstad is probably top of the list considering how the series has gone. And there it is, Falstad banned away. Falstad, global for soak, and has the Mighty Gust for boss control, kind of everything you want to have on Cursed in one package. Unless you're willing to run that sort of backline diving assassin, Falstad is pretty safe as well. Bananumnumns, next 2 picks to come on through. Reticle's going for the Li Ming and Code Monkey Gonna reprise that role, taking the Brightwing for some global activity. Li Ming Diablo, I think they can be really good together if you've put the practice in as a duo. Because sometimes you just aren't on the same page. Diablo's flipping when you're aiming on one direction, then they don't flip and you're aiming the other direction. So we'll see if they've got the synergy here as Birdflu and Cue-Ball go for the Anubarak Chromie. Here to round out the Hot Stats draft. I do love me some Chromie. Not as much as Artanis, but close. IE on the last pick will not be able to play Hogger here. We'll see what else is in the roster for Bananumnumns here. A Malthael here to round out the draft. Okay, Malthael does have a pretty good matchup into Hogger. I like it. You get some good map control as well. Malthael great at taking camps. I think that's a great choice here for Bananumnumns. Alrighty. Solid drafts all around. We're here. We'll see who can do it. Game number 3. Once again on the left in the blue, we have Bananumnumns. Mr. Damo Suzuki on the Diablo. Code Monkey playing Brightwing. IE on the Malthael. Maverick playing Vala. And Breticles on the Li Ming. On the right in the red, it's Hot Stats. King on the Tychus. Alile playing Anduin. Cue-Ball on the Chromie. We've got Birdflu on the Anubarak. And Rat Bass Toad on the Hogger. Little roll switcheroo there for Hot Stats. King going to be on the Assassin this time. Checking our level 1 quest, looks like Chromie has gone for the W Dragon's Breath quest on 1. Vala is still going for the Hungering Arrow Q quest. And no other quests to be found. 4 members here. 4 Hot Stats. Tychus is going to have to split off. Look to grab some of this experience as it hits the wall. Uh-oh, IE may have walked into the wrong neighborhood. Alile going to miss there as the nice teleport there from Malthael. Pops the Fear the Reaper for movement speed, and now going to be just fine. Tychus holding down that bottom lane for the meantime. On the top side, we've got Vala taking on the Hogger. A little 1v1 mess. Camps are up on the map here. We'll see what the priority is going to be. General Cursed Hollow strategy. We see that the curse is coming in on the top side of the map. So you'd want to do your top side camp first and your bottom side camp second. Of course, there's many ways that you can alter this plan, change things up to try and mess up your opponents, maybe go for evades. But as a general macro note, that is usually the order of operations here on Cursed Hollow. So far, not much camp priority from either team, though. We are going to see Bananumnumns go on back and start their top siege camp here. Hot Stats continuing to hold it down in the mid. Anduin going to come on down to help out Tychus just a little bit here, throw a little healing out. This top siege camp is claimed by Bananumnumns. About 2:30 here, which means the announcement is going to be coming on out for our first Curse Tribute. Reticles, using the teleport early there, will get follow-up rooted. Taking a little damage on the way out there. Currently 4 stacks for Vala, 8 stacks for Chromie. Make that 9 stacks with that last cast of Dragon's Breath. No camps claimed here by Hot Stats, going full lane presence in the early going. We'll see if maybe they can get a wraparound on Vala here. Birdflu is on the way. Maverick already low. Here's the vault move in from Birdflu. Impale does not connect. Alile hits with the Divine Star. Oh, Chromie almost got the over-the-wall snipe. Maverick does survive. Flame Stomp not going to be in range here. Cue Ball breaking off of the channel. Reticle's in trouble as the chase is on from Tychus. Can't quite get in range for that overkill. Alile does get the tribute here for Hotstads, and it looks like everyone's going to get away safely. Party in the top lane continues here as members are starting to back to reset their resources. Both teams pretty well on track for level 7. No kills thus far. Pretty even soak when it comes to mirroring each other's waves. We'll engage onto the mid there as Chromie gets the quick hit. Once again, we're back to our lanes, except Radbass Toad in the top lane is able to usher that wave all the way into wall range. Looks like our next tribute is spawning on the bottom side of the map here. Team's starting to get in position for that one. Hogger on the way down for Hotstads. Mr. Damo Suzuki trying to hold down this spot. King is going to get pinned there. That could be a pick-off, and that looks like it will be. Tychus going down under the gate there. Nice job by Bananumnumns. Root there onto Mr. Damo Suzuki. Diablo is forced away. Reticle's not going to let Bird Flu channel that one for free. Bird Flu turning around, goes in there, may have been a little bit too zealous here as IE in the back is applying that Reaper's Mark. Bird Flu trying to get out of there, but will go down. Alile chased out here by Malthael. The Reaper's Mark still working away, and Anduin will fall. Double kill for Bananumnumns. Mr. Damo Suzuki wants this kill onto King. Breticles needs one more hit. Down past 70 health, but oh no, Hogger is coming on in. 1 for 1 there. Li Ming goes down as well. Mr. Damo Suzuki survives. Oh, cue ball over the wall. What a gamer. Chromie picks up the kill after everything had ceased. Wow. Kills left and right here. 4-2 thus far here for Bananumnumns. Now we see the teams retreating and getting some of their camps done. Bananumnum's about to have their level 10s as our next tribute is getting ready to spawn on the top side of the map. Heroics are in for Bananumnumns. We've got the Last Rites and Blink Heal selected so far. Tyke is doing a good job of trading out in this top lane. Lightning Breath going to be the choice for Diablo. Vol and Li Ming still considering their options here. Wave of Force going to be the choice for Li Ming. Hotstad's picking up their heroics as well. We've got the Odin, Ortopult, Cocoon, Light Bomb, and Slowing Sands. So we've got a full 5v5 situation for this next objective. Maverick trying to trade out with King here. Tychus is going to get double stunned and go down. Maverick is low though. Alile with the chase manages to boost on forward there and get the stun and kill onto Vala. I'm not sure how Anduin just kind of lurched forward there. That was kind of strange. Ratbass Toad somehow gets away from Reticles. Alile with a great pull there, but all the while IE able to back up and get the 2-1 here for Bananumnumns. Is that a talent? Yeah, I'm not sure. Maybe that would... You know what? That might have been a little graphical glitch. That might have been just a hitch in my game engine that looked like Anduin lurched forward there, because I don't think Anduin has any abilities to do that. I have been getting little visual hitches so far this series. Looks like we're gonna have a simple boss trade here. First boss on the top right goes to Hotstads, bottom left goes to Bananumnums. Cue ball going down to half health after a little Breticles combo there. Hotstad's in a little bit of a tough spot right now. They've got to deal with bottom boss, and Tribute will be Curse if Bananumnumns can pick this up. It looks like Hotstad's is wrapping around here. Looking for Brightwing possibly, but Brightwing is out of there. Already moved up to the top lane. Tribute is now up. Looks like Hotstads were trying to get that solo kill. We're going to have to leave the boss. Light Bomb in the back gets the stun onto Mr. Damo Suzuki. Follow-up Chastise is good as Hogger goes into the back with the Hortipult. Diablo in trouble, gets sniped there by Chromie. That's going to be a soul reset. IE is stunned there by the Wrecking Ball. Oh, Chromie getting another snipe onto Vala there as Bananumnumns has been scattered here. Anduin going down to the last rites though as Malthael is trying to 1v4. Not going to be able to do it though. That is Malthael going down. Chromie in the timeout position here. Can Birdflu get the peels? Chromie with that super long self-ice block. Diablo actually going down for a full death there. Toad Monkey in trouble. Breticles blinking out. Oh, there's the grenade. Vala, the only survivor after 5 kills. Diablo going down twice there in that team fight. So Hotstad's evening up the count at 2-2 here. Oh, it was the loot horde that pushed Anduin. Gotcha, gotcha. Thank you, Randy. So Hotstad striking back here. Could that be the tide turning? Bananumnumns wants to get this curse. It's 2-2 now on tributes. Malthael in the top lane starting to come on down. Oh, there's Cocoon onto Vala. Vala getting a little bit cheeky there. Malthael trying to get the move here. That is a stun root combo, and Vala had no chance at all. Will be taken down. Very timely pickup by Hotstads. Still 2 minutes on the bosses. Mr. Damo Suzuki doesn't want to give this one up for free. There is the double. Oh, Diablo might be caught here. Trying to move away into Tychus. Will go down. Toad Monkey and IE on the top side trying to keep this delayed. As Malthael, is not going to respect the engage range of the Anubarak, and that is another pickup for Hotstads as well as a curse. King working on this bottom lane. That's the rest of the team going mid. Hogger's got the top lane worked here. Toad Monkey taking a huge hit, gonna force a peel there from Maverick. How you doing, Darth Looper? Hope you're having a good day thus far. Mid fort going to fall, top fort went down as well. Tychus trying to get this bottom fort down, trading with Li Ming here. Next fort falls, it's a triple fort fiasco. SQ Ball is looking for Breticles here. Is the Dragon's Breath going to be true? 1, 2. Oh, nice dodge there from Breticles. '16s are here for Hotstads. Mr. Damo Suzuki looking for a flank, but thinks better of it, seeing Birdflu on the edge. Curse has now expired as Birdflu going right in there looking for an odd number fight. Maverick is low. Ratbast Toad with a huge stun on the gate there. Toad Monkey in trouble. Diablo fell as well. It's a triple kill for Hotstads, and that is going to allow them to continue. Oh my goodness, Chromie with another huge max range Dragon's Breath locks up the kill onto Li Ming, and now the bottom keep is going to be pressured down here. 20 seconds on any more. Can they push for core? Looks like Birdflu doesn't want to go for it. They're going to take down the keep, and they're going to back away. Malthael prepping this camp. Going to be stolen here by Hotstads, and now bottom boss is up. See if they can rip this in time. All members are now up on the side of Bananumnumns. They're not going to be able to get here in time. Boss is stolen by Hotstads. Looks like they're just going to be streaking across the map, thinking about a double boss here. Got a heavy wave mid that has to be contended with. Bananumnumns just going to go ahead and clear out this bottom boss. Hotstads gets the double boss play. Bananumnumns, they're on even talent tiers for the moment, though they are down 2 levels right now. Hotstads, they don't want to give up a counter curse right away here. So it'd be nice to pick this up, though honestly with the way the lanes are, they could absorb a curse without too much of an issue. We'll see what their priority is going to be here. They almost have level 20s. It looks like they're not going to step up too aggressively with this boss. They're just going to protect this tribute spawn. So the boss will go down as it smites itself upon the keep wall. Tribute goes over to Hotstads. They got some pressure in the mid lane as well they could try to exploit. As Bird Flu takes the top vision. And they have level 20s as well, so a straight up team fight is definitely in their favor right now. Cocoon is ready. IE is going to get engaged on there. Double stun comes on out, and Malthael goes down. No Cocoon required. Always got to watch out when you're clearing those lanes. That is a full death onto Malthael. Mr. Damo Suzuki moves in trying to make something happen. Cue ball hitting the timeout just in case. Looks like Hotstads want to set up for another trib. Still 3 minutes on the bottom boss. As Cue ball announces their panic. Right now, Bananumnumns kind of trapped in their lanes right now. Radical's trying to push out some waves in the top. Mid is starting to create some space, but we are back to 2-2 on these curse points. Over the top here is Ratbass Toad. They're looking to force a fight. There is the Cocoon coming on out. Maverick is caught here. Nice chastise, and Vala is down. Belial with the self-light bomb is going to get a quick stun here onto Diablo, as Brightwing is the next to go down. Soul Reset onto Diablo. Ratbass Toad with the no control chasing onto the back line. Still 3 here for this defense. We'll see if Hotstads wants to try to slow push this core. Stun train onto Damo Suzuki. No souls to be had, just the 25 that they rezzed with. That's going to be a full death onto Diablo. And this looks like it's going to be the game here. Reticles on the Li Ming, known for being a core defense champion, but this might be too much to deal with. 4 down past 60% here, as King tries to step up. Last Rites will not get the kill on the Chromie. And that is going to be it for this series. Hotstads take the 2-1 in a thriller over Bananumnumns. GG. Very, very close series there. Hotstads coming out ahead on Cursed Hollow. Took a couple of serious team fights to get there. Bananumnumns had them, you know, it was close in the early game, but Hotstads really pulling away once those heroics came online. Really solid series overall. Glad I got to cast this one. Let's go to the post game. See what we've got here. IE on the Malthael, once again leading in all stats. Top siege, nearly 50,000 hero damage there on the Reaper, and top experience. Over on the other side, King on the Tychus, 43,000. Coming on out in a 7 killing blow performance for Hotstads. We'll take a look at the talents as we update the scoreboard and see if we can get ourselves an interview with our winning team.
What up?
All right, looks like I've got pretty much the whole crew coming on through. Hotstads, congratulations on the victory there.
Thank you, Crush. It
It was a crazy games. Oh
ripping
man,
series.
Super, super close, honestly, all the way through there. Were you expecting such a tight matchup coming into tonight?
We were, yes. We felt that Bananumnumns was one of the stronger teams in our league, or our division, and so we thought that this one would go 3 games, and we expected it to be close.
Really, I mean, I think the closest one was probably game number 1 there, Volskaya Foundry.
Yeah.
Tell me about how the end of the game sort of enveloped there. It looked like we were getting into that classic for post level 20. Everyone's got all of their keeps, and then all of a sudden, like 4 buildings went down at the same time. Was there any sort of panic going into that 4th objective there with all the buildings suddenly gone?
Yes.
No, I, I wasn't panicked, but I could tell that our comms were basically silent, and so it was. I could tell that there was tension.
Well, definitely tense going into that defense there. I mean, tell me about the plan for that. It looked like it was a pretty well rehearsed plan in terms of cutting off any support for the protector as it approached the core there. Did you feel like that was a plan well executed or just something that you were able to capitalize on in the moment?
I feel like it wasn't very well executed, but it definitely was the plan.
Okay.
I keep reiterating with the team that heroes have just a tiny health pool compared to the Triglove, so why not throw your abilities on a hero?
Yeah, he was pretty much when they pushed in, he was like, let's just focus on getting them away and just to kind of scare them off and focus on the trig.
Hmm.
And so we just kind of split that.
Well, pretty much a textbook perfect core defense there, able to go across for the win and serious thriller there in game number 1. Jumping into game number 3 there, Cursed Hollow. Quite a well, I mean, all 3 series there were a lot of kills on both sides there, but over 20 kills there on Cursed Hollow. Was that much brawling? Do you feel like that was your edge there on Cursed Hollow, or were you expecting to meet them so many times on those tribute points?
Yeah, I didn't expect them to go so hard for the early tributes. I kind of thought, especially the first 2 spawning in our territory, that they might have been a little bit more passive and just poke at them. When they dove all in, we just matched their aggression because we had the battle geometry. I felt like.
Speaking of the geometry there, Cue Ball, you had, I think, at least 3 max range Dragon Breath snipes that game. How was that? How did that feel out there for you?
I don't want to answer because I don't want Chromie to get banned anymore. It was like I honestly wasn't expecting him. It was just honestly shot in the dark. I'm like, well, just send it and see what happens. And then I'm over here at the edge of my chair, like, calculated question mark.
Well, it was very entertaining to say the least. But yeah, 2-1 victory there. Very, very entertaining series. Tell me about the division so far. Have you felt like are there a lot of teams here that you've played with before, and any new teams that you've been able to make friends with here?
So this is my second season in NGS. I recognize a few of the players, but not a lot. We've definitely made some new friends, especially outside of our division.
Okay.
Council of War, shout out to them. Love you guys.
And Maximum Thrust, can't forget about the Thrust.
Yeah.
But no, I think the only one because I know a handful of us have played in the past. Wait till 10 in this division. They were in a past division with us like some seasons ago. But other than that, I think all these names are completely new to us. So it's been pretty fun because I've rarely like, oh, I recognize that name. So it's been a lot of new people to go against.
Well, that's pretty cool. It's always nice to expand your horizons here and meet some new teams. I'm glad it's working out well for you.
Yeah, thanks. Us too.
All right. Well, a solid victory here today. Congratulations on that. The floor is yours for any shout outs you'd like to make before we close out.
Yeah, to Blizzard, unban my boy Shiggity, free
Yeah.
Shig,
Free Shiggity.
our fifth, our usual fifth.
He got
But anyway,
got banned for calling someone an idiot.
eh,
So yeah, watch what you say out there.
don't be toxic, gents. Anyways, GG's. We had it was good. Thanks for casting us. Really, we were really excited to have this because we were like, this is going to be one of the strong games. This is going to be a good game, like set of games.
Yeah, I'm happy to have picked this one up. Really, really entertaining. And yeah, super solid matchup. Congratulations. Yeah, sorry, go ahead.
No, I was just going to say thank you, and thank you for casting the game. We really appreciate you putting a spotlight on it.
And hit that follow/sub button for Crushinator if you want more top tier streaming.
Thank you very much. Congratulations on the win. Thank you so much for coming on by, and good luck going forward in the season.
Thank you.
Thanks.